Oops. Okay. Well, good afternoon, boys and girls.
Good afternoon, Ms. May.
Oh, I'm so glad to be with you today. It's been long awaited. I am sorry I have not been in here sooner, but I'm so excited to teach you a lesson today. The first thing we're going to do is review. Okay. So this year, once again, we're working on being a leader. Okay. And a leader, there's a little saying that we've used this year. A leader is a person who, show me with your hands, who knows the way and goes the way and shows the way. Okay, so let's review. So what does this mean, knowing the way? What does that mean, knows the way? Yes. Yes, you know how to behave, you know the rules. Around kindergarten and first grade, you really learn all the rules, what you should and shouldn't do in the hallway, in the classroom, in the bathroom. You know all the right from wrong, right? It's all up here in your head, in your brain. That's why we point here. So what does it mean to go the way? What's that? So you know it, and then you go the way. What does that mean to go the way? Yes.
It means to choose the right choice.
Choose to do it. Choose to do what you know. It's not enough just to know right from wrong, but we have to choose to do what's right. So leaders choose, try to make the right choice, make a good choice, right? Okay. And then what does this mean? Show the way. So we know it. We tried to do it. Show or go. And now what does it mean to show? Yes.
It means you should share and choose kindness.
Showing kindness is a part of showing the way. What else?
Being a good example for younger grades and older grades.
Being a good example wherever you go. I love that, for younger grades and older grades. So there are kindergartners, first, second, third. There are 4 grades below you that are younger than you, and they look up to you and they say, oh my goodness, that's a 4th grader. Okay. And then the older kids, I'm encouraging them to be showing the way too. So not only are we thinking we know the right choice, we're trying to make the right choice, we're showing other people the right choice. Okay. So everybody in every classroom, wherever you are, stand up. We're going to do this together because I want you to know this. We did the same thing last year, but I want you to know this by heart. I want you to be able to do it without me even doing it with you. Today, I am going to do it with you, but we're going to do it all together on the count of 3. We're going to say the phrase out loud, and we're going to do the motions. This, and this while we say it. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3. A leader is a person who knows the way, goes the way, shows the way. Fantastic. Have a seat. Okay. Now, it all boils down to, who are you in charge of here at school? Who are you in charge of? We talked about that in our very first lesson too. Yeah. I am in charge of me, myself, right? I can't control anyone else. All I can do is be in charge of my actions and my words, right? So it's very important that if we're so busy focusing on what everybody else is doing right or wrong and making sure we tell when they're doing something wrong, we got to focus on myself, what I need to do. Okay. So a leader is focused on focusing on myself and what I need to do to make the right choices. Okay. And then the last thing as a review we've talked about is respect. And it's that golden rule. What is that golden rule? When we respect each other, we stop bullying. So what does it mean? What does that word mean, respect? It's the golden rule. Aiden?
Treat yourself the way you want to be treated.
Treat others the way you want to be treated. Okay? And when we show respect, then we are going to stop bullying. Okay? And that's so important that we show respect, especially in 4th grade. Now, today we're going to go on and talk about something else very important. Did you know that across our whole school, every grade at Maple Ridge Elementary, we are working this year on managing our emotions? Managing our emotions. It is so important to me that I spent 8 weeks in kindergarten and first grade teaching them a lesson every week about every core emotion. Okay. And I use these little spots that I'm going to show you today. You're going to see my little spots again. I think you probably saw them last year, but you'll see them again. So every grade in our school, it's important. We're all working on managing our emotions. Now, in different ways. What kindergartners are working on is different than what fourth graders are working on. And it's a little bit different than what sixth graders are working on. Okay. But today we're just going to do a really short review of our core emotions and what is the most important thing to do as far as managing them. Okay. So this year in particular, being a leader includes managing our emotions or our feelings. Okay. And that's not easy. That takes practice and hard work. We are born with lots of feelings and emotions. Think about a baby. I have a brand new grandson. And whenever something isn't quite right, he needs his diaper changed, he's hungry, he's just not in the right position, he's tired, whatever it is, he's cold. What does he do? What does a baby do when something isn't quite right and they don't like it? Yes, they cry. And it's not just a little wah, wah, wah. It's a loud screaming cry sometimes when they're really hungry. Okay. So we have to learn how to manage our emotions. It doesn't come natural. Okay. We're born as babies to just let out all those feelings. Okay. And we have to learn how to control it and manage it. And that's what we're going to talk about today. So here we go. I am going to show you a little bit of this book, and it's called A Little Spot of Feeling. It's being an emotion detective. And then we are going to also look at all the spots real quickly. Okay. So I'll go ahead and start. If you can see this. Okay. Hi, my name is Scribble Spot, and I'm a little spot of feeling. I'm so good at spotting and naming feelings, I actually became an emotion detective. How did you become an emotion detective? His friends asked. Well, it all started out when I was tangled with emotions. I didn't know how I was feeling, so I spent a lot of time learning all about emotions. I learned that emotion spots can show up for many reasons. They can show up to help you when people say and do things, and when things happen around you. Then these emotions start to create feelings. Feelings are very important. But when you don't know how you're feeling, it can be hard to explain what you need, or how someone can help you. So when you don't know what you're feeling, it's hard to get help, right? So we're going to talk about that. How do I figure out what I'm feeling inside? Well, it says when you learn how to name your feelings, it will help you get along with other people better and solve problems. Then you'll be on your way to becoming an emotion detective. The most important thing, we have 2 goals today, 2 things we want to try to do. Number 1, we want to learn how to manage our emotions. We want to learn how to name our emotions. We want to learn how to name what we are feeling. Okay. Now, how many of you in whatever room you're at, how many of you have seen the Inside Out 2, the new Inside Out movie? Okay. This goes along closely to that. Now, in the Inside Out 2 movie, the emotions were really more geared towards teenagers. We're not quite there yet. Okay. So I'm going to show you these core emotions that we all have as children, as kids. Okay. And then when you get to about 13, then some of them kind of shift a little bit and gets a little more complex. And that's what the movie talked about. We're not going to go there today. We're going to talk about the core emotions you have right now in 4th grade. Okay. So here we go. The first one we're going to talk about is my friend Scribble. Now, I love Scribble. He is so bright and colorful. He actually has a bunch of lines with different colors, and they're all tangled up together. Okay. So I call Scribble confused. Okay. Raise your hand if you've ever been confused. Probably every person in every classroom is raising their hand right now. We've all had times when we're confused. Now, the big spot of confusion is right here. Okay. And this is when being confused grows big. There are times in our life when things happen and we don't really understand. We may not even know exactly how we feel inside. And then it grows big and we feel really confused, like this spot right here. Okay. And that doesn't feel good. Sometimes that makes us feel stressed because we don't understand what's happening inside of us or why. Okay. And it's okay if you feel like scribble spots sometimes. It is okay. Usually, with some time and talking to an adult, that helps us identify and figure out exactly what we're feeling. But we all have moments when we feel confused. Okay. Okay. That's our very first one. Now we're going to move on and talk about our next one. And this is our green spot. Okay. And he is peaceful. Can you say that with me? Peaceful. Now, I will tell you this. Peaceful is my favorite spot. And peaceful is the best spot to have at school. Okay. Peaceful is a wonderful friend. He comes alongside 3 of our spots to help them. And he is a really, really, really great friend. Okay. Now, for kindergarten and first graders, I explained being a leader to them this year as growing your peaceful spot. Okay. Peaceful is the best spot to have here at school. Look at Peaceful's eyes. He's focused. He's looking straight at the person talking. Okay. He's calm. He's relaxed. He's breathing in and out and in and out. He's just kind of chill. He's sitting. He's focused. He's calm. He's keeping his body to himself. Okay. He's listening. Okay. Peaceful is a great spot at school. Just kind of, I call it, kind of chill. Now, when Peaceful grows big, it looks like this. And we all love when our peaceful spot grows big, right? Because we're relaxed. We feel good. Okay, we have a nice tone of voice. Things are going okay. We're just sitting calmly. We're doing what we're supposed to be doing. All is good, right? Okay. And we can tell by looking at Peaceful's face that he's calm. He's relaxed. It's a good day. Okay. Okay. I'm going to keep this friend close by because he's going to come back out and visit here in a couple minutes again. And our next spot is our yellow spot called happiness. Say that with me. Happiness. Now, happiness, or in the movie Inside Out, it was joy. Okay. That is a feeling of excitement and enthusiasm, and we're cheerful and we are smiling. We can recognize happiness with a smile. Usually we have that extra bounce in our step and we're just really excited about something. It could be our birthday. It could be a field trip day. It could be a special Christmas party day or a special day you have at school. Okay. Those are days that are just like exciting days. Okay. And that is happiness. Now, there's something really special about happiness. Every single one of us in this room, we have the ability to grow other people's yellow spots. And not only to grow them big, just like this happy spot. Okay, I can get in the right way. We can grow other people's happy spot from small to big. How do you think we grow someone's happy spot? How do you think that we do that? We have the ability to do that. Yes. Being helpful grows people's happy spots. We can make people smile and make them feel really happy. What else? Sometimes just telling them a joke or saying something that kind of, makes them laugh. What else?
Maybe doing something that they like, or
doing something that someone likes, like playing something at recess somebody else wants to play. What about just kindness in general? Compliments, kind words, kind actions, being kind, listening. Okay. Did you know, if you didn't know this, did you know you can grow your teacher's happy spot too? Yeah. And I've asked teachers of all grades about this before. Okay. And most of them say one of 2 things that grows their happy spot. One is when students listen and follow directions the first time. That really grows teachers' happy spots. The second one is when two students show kindness to each other, when they just choose to be kind and helpful, good listeners, and care about each other. Okay? You can grow your teacher's happy spot. And I'm going to really push this in the month of December that we are growing lots of happy spots. Okay? Our classmates, our teacher, maybe people, our families at home. That's what Christmas is about. It's about extending kindness to each other. Okay? So be a person who grows big happy spots, the people that you're around here at school. Okay. Our next spot, it is anxiety. Oops, wrong way. Anxiety. Now, you look at anxiety and his skin is gray. His eyes are big. His eyebrows are turned in. His mouth is kind of frowning. And he might be shaking a little bit or a little nervous, okay, or scared. So anxiety, let's say that together. What is this? Anxiety. Anxiety also is known as nervous, worried, scared. Okay. And we all have this at times. We all have this spot right here. And we can manage it pretty well when it's this size. But when it grows to this size and it's really big inside of us, it's really hard to manage. Okay. Oftentimes it makes us feel sick. We have a stomach ache. Our head might hurt. Our thoughts might be spinning really fast. We might have a hard time sitting still. We might be breathing faster. We might be moving a lot because we just can't seem to calm down. Okay. And we're human beings. We all have things that make us have anxiety. Okay. Now, I like to call anxiety kind of like, here's an illustration for it. Okay. I brought along today, and let's pretend for a minute I'm a fourth grader. I brought along this big old backpack. Okay. Now, I'm a fourth grader, and I had one responsibility today. When I leave my house to come to school, I have to wear this backpack the entire day. Okay. That means when I get on the bus, when I get to school, when I go to all the whole day in class, when I go to lunch and recess, when I go to gym for specials, rest of the time in school, when I go home, I wear this backpack all day. Okay. So let me put on my backpack. And it is extremely heavy. I will say that. I wish you could all feel it. It is extremely heavy. Now, the one thing about this backpack is that, okay, so I got it on. It has nothing in it that I need today. Nothing. Like there's nothing inside this backpack that I need at school today, but I have to wear it the whole day. Well, that's just like anxiety, okay? Because it weighs us down. It burdens us. It makes us feel bad. And generally, it doesn't do anything to help us. When we feel nervous and scared and worried, and we keep just feeling that over and over again, it weighs us down. It's a burden. It makes us feel bad even. Okay, like if I wear this all day long, what's going to happen to my back and my neck and my shoulders? And how am I going to be at the end of the day when it's time to go home and I'm still wearing this backpack? I'm already feeling it. Yes. I'm going to be sore. How am I going to be feeling at the end of the day when I wear this all day long? Yes. Tired. What else?
I might tighten your skin a bit if it's
tighten my skin. So in the back.
It'll give it imprints of your shirt.
Yeah, I'm going to be grouchy too after wearing this all day, especially when didn't help me at all. And that's what anxiety does. It doesn't really help us. It just makes us feel bad. Okay. So what we have to do, and I'm going to take this off in just a second, is we need this really good friend to come along with anxiety and help us calm down. Okay. Because when we're able to calm down, then we can usually help our anxiety shrink back down to a smaller size that we can manage. When it's big, it's really hard to manage. When it's smaller, we can manage it better. Let me take this old backpack off So Peaceful Spot helps get that backpack off our back. Okay. And in just a couple minutes, we're going to talk about some ways that we can grow our peaceful spot. There's a little trick, I call it, that we do to help us when we feel anxious. And I'm going to show that to you in just a couple minutes. Okay. So Peaceful's a really good friend. When he comes along, our big anxiety spot, when we try to calm ourselves down and we really concentrate on the strategies I'm going to show you to calm down, our anxiety spot will shrink. It'll become small again. Okay. I'm going to keep going. Our next spot is the ever popular sadness. Can you say that with me? Sadness. Now, I want to tell you a couple things about sadness. Sadness can also grow big. And when it does, sadness feels terrible. Does not feel good at all when we feel sad, right? Now, let me tell you a couple things about sadness. Okay. We are all different people. We're unique. We're special, just the way we are. Some of you, when you're sad, you're going to cry. See the tear in his eye? Okay. We're going to cry. And that's okay if we cry. And boys, sometimes people tell you, you shouldn't cry. You're a boy. Nope, that's not true. Okay. Now, throwing a tantrum, throwing a fit in 4th grade, that's different than something happens that makes you really sad and you have some tears. Okay. I'm not saying throwing fits is okay in 4th grade. I'm saying when we cry, if we have tears and we cry, that's okay. Do you know what that does inside of you? That lets out some feelings. That lets out some things that are kind of building up inside of you. And if we don't let those out, at some point, they're going to explode right out of you. Okay. So it's okay if we cry. Oftentimes, after a good cry, we feel so much better. It's good. Okay. It's not wrong to cry, and even for a boy. And you can always go to a quiet space. You can come down to my office, take a minute in the hallway, go to the bathroom. It's okay to take a minute to kind of pull yourself back together again if you're feeling sad. Now, some of you will not cry when you're sad. I don't cry a lot when I'm sad. And that's okay too. It doesn't mean there's something wrong with you if you don't cry. Either way, it's okay. Some of you like to be alone when you're sad. You don't want people asking you questions. You don't want to talk all about it. Okay. Some of you, when you're sad, you want to talk. You want to talk to somebody. That will make you feel so much better just to talk. Okay. Either way is fine. How can you be a good friend to someone who's sad? Or maybe you sit by somebody one day and you notice they're sad. Well, be respectful. Okay. They may want to talk. They may not want to talk. Okay. They may cry. They may not cry. All those ways are fine. You can just say, hey, seems like you're having a hard day. If you need anything, let me know. Instead of saying, what's wrong? Why are you crying? What's the matter with you? Well, you need to go tell the teacher. Blah, 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 blah. No, just be respectful of that person and say, hey, if you need something, you tell me. I'm here or I care. That's all you have to do. Okay. Now, guess who comes along to help to help sadness feel better? It's our ever good friend, popular friend, Peaceful. Okay. So he comes along and calming down and calming him down and calming him down and helps our sad spot to shrink back down. Okay. It's really important to try when you're sad to calm yourself down, to take that time to calm down. Okay. And we'll do a couple activities for that in a few minutes. Okay. Our next spot is a really good spot. We don't talk about it enough. And that one is confidence. Confidence. What is confidence? That's kind of a big word. And again, we don't talk about it enough. In the back, what's confidence? Yeah? Okay. She said determined. So when you're determined, you're exactly right. Determination is part of confidence. What else is confidence? Yes. You feel good. You're not going to let yourself down. That's a great explanation. Somebody else. There's still a little bit more. Yes. You believe in yourself. Okay. Has anyone ever told you this? has anyone said you can do hard things? Has anyone told you that? Because you can, okay? It's not easy, is it? Confidence is not about things being easy. Confidence is about believing in who I am and that if I work hard and I practice, I can do it, right? I can do it. I can get better and better and better, right? Okay. So sometimes our confidence will grow big, like when we do well on a test and we feel really good about it, okay? Our confidence starts to grow big. We feel good about ourselves, okay? Or when we get an award, or when when some things happen, it grows our confidence, okay? But we need confidence. That's important. That helps us through the challenges because we're all special and we can all do this. We just have to not give up. We have to believe in ourselves and we can do it. Okay. So this one is confidence. Affirmations help us feel confident when we tell ourselves, I can do this, or just try my best. Okay. Those are things that help us grow our confidence. Okay. Our next friend, is our he's always there for some reason or another. Anger. Can you say that one with me? Anger. Okay. So we know even from the movie, the Inside Out movie, anger is mad, frustrated, angry. Okay. Those feelings. And those feelings can grow big really fast, right? Those can grow big fast. And if we're not careful, when those feelings grow big, just like this, we say or do something, and it's almost always a bad choice. Most of the time, the kids come to the office, it's because their angry spot got really big and they didn't realize it. And then they did something right away afterwards. It was a bad choice. They were really mean to someone, or they pushed or hit or kicked, or they did something to someone. Okay. So how do we get in control of our angry spot? Well, we go back to our friend Peaceful. Okay. And we all need some peaceful in our life, right? So what we do is we have to stop. When we recognize our anger spot growing big, we have to stop. Okay. We have to realize, oh, I am angry. I'm angry. Okay. I'm furious. I'm whatever it is. And then we have to take a second. We have to calm down and then ask ourselves, is this a good choice or a bad choice? What I want to do here? Should I do this or not? Would my teacher be okay with it if she was standing right here, or my parents? And if it's not a good choice, we really need to try to walk away or step away or do something else or talk or get help. Okay. So we can get ourself back down to a lower level again. Okay. So I'm going to show you a little illustration with a balloon. Okay. So I'm a fourth grader, and what kind of test? Do you take spelling tests in fourth grade?
Yes.
Okay. So we have a spelling test, okay? And we have a word, and it's a really difficult word. I struggled with it all week. So I wrote my word down on my paper. Then I realized I spelled it wrong. So I started to erase. But I wrote with such dark, I wrote it so with a pencil so dark that I can't get it erased very well. So inside, I am starting to feel some anger. Okay. So here, it's kind of like blowing up a balloon. Okay. Well, it's going to have to be the way it is. I erased it as good as I can. I wiped it all off. So I'm going to write my word again. Okay. I'm writing my word. Oh, I made a mistake again. Okay. So this time I erased really good. I ripped my paper. I erased so hard that I ripped my paper. Now what am I going to do? I've ripped my paper, and they've gone on to the next word, and I don't know what to do here. So I'm getting really frustrated, and I'm behind. So I raise my hand. Stop! I need help. Stop! Okay, teacher. Okay. So then I try to rewrite my word, and my paper is just a huge mess. And I'm having a hard time even going on to the next word. I didn't get that word written yet, and I'm just really, really angry. Now, what's going to happen if my balloon keeps getting more and more air in it? What is going to happen? Right here, yes. It's going to unexpectedly pop, right? And it's going to be loud, isn't it? That's the same thing that happens if we let ourselves keep getting more and more and more angry, right? We've got to identify and figure, oh, I'm angry right now. So what do I need to do? I need my peaceful friend to come along. So it's just like this. Peaceful comes along and says, tell yourself some positive self-talk. I can do this. Just rewrite the word. Just go on right now. When you can come back to that word you're having trouble with, just move on. And then peaceful says, take a deep breath. Breathe in. Breathe out. Go on to the next word. You can do this. And pretty soon, I'm back here again, right? Okay. So anger is like a balloon with more and more and more air in it. And if we don't calm down, you'll pop, you'll explode, you'll do something that's a bad choice. Okay. Our last spot is also another great spot. And this is love. Can you say love?
Yeah.
Love. Now, we're talking about love as being something about feeling cared about or special, okay, valued, appreciated. And we all have that at school. We all experience love at school. We have friends that we like to see here. That grows our love spot. We have a teacher that cares for us and teaches us and puts so much time and energy and effort into you. That grows our love spot. Okay, there are lots of ways to grow love spots, even here at school, with people around you, just by showing care and kindness and making you feel special. So we all like when our love spot grows big, right? Because that feels really good inside. Okay, so we have gone through all 8 of our core emotions. Okay, now what we're going to do real quick in the time we have left is we're going to talk about our second goal. Okay, so let's review for a second. Our first goal is to name or identify how I'm feeling. Am I anxious? Am I sad? Do I feel loved? Okay, am I peaceful? Am I happy? Do I feel like scribble and I'm confused? Am I angry? Okay, am I confident? What am I feeling? We have to identify our feelings. Okay, number 2, we have to calm down. Okay, if we are anxious, sad, or angry, these 3, we have to calm down. Okay, now I taught you last year square breathing, and we are going to practice this again. So I want everybody to stand up wherever you're sitting. Okay, deep belly breaths are the best known way to calm your inside of your body down. Okay, and remember, we're going to draw a square. So we're going to start in the lower left corner, and we're going to go up for 3 when we breathe in, and we're going to hold for 3. We're going to blow out for 3, and we're going to hold for 3. So we're going to do it all together. So everyone take your pointer finger. I'm going to turn around this way so you can see. Okay, so you're going to start at the bottom left corner of your square. Here we go. Ready, and breathe in. 2, 3, hold, 2, 3, blow out, 2, 3, hold, 2, 3. Okay, we're going to try it again. Now, this time when you blow out through your mouth, it's like blowing out a birthday candle. It's slow and steady. We're going to breathe in through our nose, out through our mouth. Ready, and breathe in. 2, 3, hold, 2, 3, blow out, 2, 3, hold, 2, 3. This last one, put your hand on your tummy. This is a deep belly breath. You should feel your tummy go in and come back out. Okay, this is not a deep belly breath. Okay, that does not calm you down. That just gets you worked up. But a deep belly breath is where you breathe in slow and you breathe out slow. So last one, hand on your belly. Ready, and breathe in. 2, 3. Hold. 2, 3. Blow out. 2, 3. Hold. 2, 3. Great job. Okay, go ahead and sit down. There's one other thing I want to teach you, especially when you feel nervous or angry. Okay, everyone show me a 5 with your fingers. Now I want you to turn your hand around and have your palm of your hand facing your face. Okay, so this part of your hand is the palm of your hand. And right here, the skin on the palm of your hand is very delicate. It's very sensitive. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to trace the outline of our fingers, okay, down to our palm. And I'm going to say some words while we do that. We're going to do that together. We're going to do it really slow and steady. Okay, so you're going to do this with me, and I'm going to say some words, and you'll catch on as we do this. Okay, so here we go. Ready, begin. From the tips of my finger to the middle of my palm, I can do this. I can be calm. My worries grew too big, and they cannot stay. Take a deep breath. Blow it away. You can do this anywhere you go. You always have your hand, right? You always have your mouth, your breath. You can do it at school, at home, in the car, at the store, wherever you go. Okay, let's try it again. Everybody take your finger and you're going to trace your hand. Ready, begin. From the tips of my finger to the middle of my palm, I can do this. I can be calm. My worries grew too big and they cannot stay. Take a deep breath. Blow it away. So you need to calm down. You try those deep breaths, the square breathing. You're still having a hard time. Trace your fingers slowly. Okay. I'm going to come back and we're going to practice it. You may not know all the words, but you can trace your finger and then breathe in and blow out. Anywhere you go. Okay, that's it for today. Identify or name my feeling, calm down. Those are the 2 strategies to help us manage our emotions. Okay, I hope you have an awesome rest of your day, and I will see you soon. Bye.